How old are you?
33.
Okay. How many kids?
One, with one on the way.
All right.
Got
Cool.
another girl.
1.5.
9 months or 9 weeks.
He didn't have a whole lot to do with that, though, huh?
No.
Just enough.
His dad was my PE teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
My dad was a PE teacher at a lot of people around here.
Yeah, I
So
bet. Okay.
I had to stay in shape growing up. Or I had to stay in line growing up because he was at the school district and then my uncle was at the university. So everyone knew one or the other.
He was so cool, dude. He would let us box in class.
Yeah.
Really?
We'd bring boxing gloves to PE class, and
Yep.
he would let us fight.
Cool.
He would.
How cool is that?
That is cool.
Now teachers go to jail.
I know. Well, he quit school and he quit because he's 67 now, but he's he's a fit guy. We always thought that he would go till he was 80 because my mom's 10 years younger. Mm-hmm. And so we thought he would just teach until he was couldn't anymore, right? And then out of nowhere, he was just like, you know what, I'm going to hang it up. And basically he just said, this was 6 years ago. And he was like, I can't be myself anymore.
Yeah.
If I'm myself, because he was hard on kids too, but in a way that I always have people that are like, dude, your dad was so hard on me, but I was so appreciative of it because of the accountability that it gave me as a 9th grade kid.
Right.
And now you can't make kids accountable because the parents show up.
That's sad.
And say, what the hell are you doing to my kid?
Yeah.
And it's like your kid's not doing anything. That's why he has an F.
Yeah, they ran an 18-minute mile. That's why.
They ran it or they crawled it?
Exactly.
They crawled an 18-minute mile. That's why they're in trouble. That's why they got an F.
Yeah, so he hung it up early. He kept coaching for a bit, but now he's done coaching too. So
he was pretty tough. I remember on the mile, he would make us we had to keep these cards.
Yeah. That's good.
And then we had to beat that card every, I don't know if it was, do you remember? Was it once a month or something?
There was a progress.
Time.
That's how it used to be, man.
Yeah.
My coaches were that way,
It was good. Yeah,
that's how it's supposed to be.
You actually know someone cared.
And now it's like, what do they even do now? I don't even know what they do now.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I don't have kids there.
Yeah, I remember being a little bit nervous in gym class.
Because I remember
you had to beat your mile or you had to climb the rope all the way to the top. And if you didn't, you failed. Or you had to do, I don't know what it was, 10 pull-ups or something.
Pull-ups, push-ups. Yeah, rope climb.
Yep.
Miles. I don't think they do that. Do they do that stuff in school anymore?
I don't know if they even do. I don't know.
And we had to shower. If you didn't shower, you got an F.
Really?
Well, you get written up or whatever. You'd lose points. We had to shower in 7th grade. Then they got rid of it in 8th grade. So maybe there was, I don't know what happened, but we had to shower.
Wow. Yeah, that wasn't a thing for us.
Which I hated that part.
Wasn't a thing for us either.
Just because when you're in 7th grade, you
don't stink that
bad. You're showing your age right now. How old are you?
I'm 44.
44.
Yeah.
That must have, and what are you, 37, 36?
38.
38. So it wasn't even a thing for you, because it wasn't a thing for us.
No.
But.
Yeah, I mean.
It's like you don't even have, I don't even know if they dress out. I don't know. Yeah. I don't even know what they do for PE.
Yeah, we had to change.
We had to dress out.
We had to change.
Lockers, dress out. Yeah. In fact, I loved our schedule because we had block schedule A and B days, and so I would always make my first 2 periods some sort of PE. So it would be PE and then weight training.
Yeah.
Both days, and then I would just show up to school.
Do you ever have dreams where you forget your locker combination still?
No.
You don't?
No.
Do you? You never do?
But my safe is like that, so I still,
I do all the time. I'm 44 and I still have dreams about being in high school, forgetting my combination.
That's crazy.
To get in my locker.
Did it happen to you? And you were worried about
it? Happened to my friend. It did happen to my friend, I remember. And he lost his crap.
What created this trauma?
That's what it was. He was he was crying.
Dude, the janitor has a key,
dude,
bro.
Pull it together.
Someone got a key to that thing.
No, I don't think he did. I think he just had one of those little, it wasn't a key lock. You had to bring your own.
That's funny.
I still have dreams about,
Wow.
That age. Did you ever have dreams about high school either?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay,
I have
just
dreams,
not lockers.
just not that.
I don't think I dream very often. Well, I'm sure I do, but I don't remember them.
I remember them usually right when I wake up, and then they fade pretty quick.
Yeah.
But I have some pretty vivid, I wake up sometimes what the hell was that? Just barely.
Wow.
I really do.
Wow. Yeah, I never do. I never do. I don't know.
You got to get a whoop, and you can track your.
That's what it is.
Track
You
your
know what I
sleep,
used
and
to?
you can-
I used to have one for a while. Just check it out. I still have it, but I never wear it anymore. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's been really helpful. I have really terrible sleep. I have sleep apnea and a few other things, and I'm a mouth breather, so
You tape your mouth, dude.
I have been taping it.
Yeah, has it been
days.
helping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my energy and like since I read a book called Breath by James Nestor. Have you read it?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I read it. Yeah.
Read it in a day and a half. Like it spoke to me because I have tuberculosis. Well, I got it on my mission. I have sleep apnea. I have allergies, all these things. And I've always known that my mouth just like it takes effort for me to go like this.
Yeah.
Like to close my mouth if I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
My mouth is just always open. So like I read the book in literally 36 hours. It was on our way back from Cabo.
What's the science behind that? I've heard this, but
so there's a lot of science in it, but essentially, like just the makeup of our skull is different because we don't chew like humans used to because our diet is so soft now that it's actually changed the structure.
Because they don't eat meat, bro.
Yeah, because they don't eat. Yeah, seriously though. In a way, like, and a lot of the harder, like even a lot of the healthy stuff now in the book, he says like avocados, smoothies, some of the like things that people eat, it's just soft. So the skull, they did some science on old skulls versus new skulls, and our face is longer and skinnier, which has made our airway smaller, which has forced the mouth open. And anyway, it's pretty interesting. But basically, the science behind his experiment that he did at Stanford was he did 10 days with his mouth type shut, and then he did 10 days with his nose completely plugged. And so, and did some like blood tests and stuff like that throughout the 10 days. And the difference was like super crazy.
Just the oxygen in the blood.
The oxygen and the carbon dioxide and everything.
So I guess when you have a bad cold or something, you're just screwed. You just got to breathe through your mouth for a few days. Your oxygen is going to be worse. Yeah,
because he said like the science in the nose, he said the nose is the most underrated organ in the body because no one ever really talks about the nose, but the power in the nose when you breathe in, it's the airway to your brain. The oxygen that you get through your nose versus your mouth is way
all of us right now
better.
are breathing through our nose. You notice that? Blake's breathing through his nose. See,
I tape
we're
my
paying
mouth
attention
at
right
night.
now.
Do you tape it too?
I do.
You do
really?
My mouth at night.
Yeah. See, and so I've consciously started to just breathe through my nose more the last 10 days. Mm-hmm. And it's been the last like 5-6 days that I've been taping it. And the energy levels, like when I wake up and like throughout the day, have been way better.
Yeah, it's an interesting subject when you go into sleep. There's so much you can do. You know, I've talked to you about magnesium and tart cherry prior to sleep. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've tried that.
No.
See, Jeff says he's not vegan, but this cherry stuff he drinks is vegan. It says vegan on it. Just so everybody knows, in a solid podcast, Jeff does drink a vegan drink.
I am a vegan. I am. Everything I eat is grass-fed.
Right, yeah. Everything. It's just recycled into meat.
I only eat grass-fed meat, so
I get it.
It's all vegetarian.
Processed in a meat plant.
Yes, exactly. So
what is it? Cherry?
Tart cherry juice and magnesium right before you go to sleep. Dude.
It's actually good stuff.
It will help you sleep.
What's the name of it?
Really?
I use a company called Purium, and their product is called Apothecary.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
I've heard of magnesium for sleep, but I've never heard of the
Yeah, magnesium, I think everybody should take magnesium every day regardless. Mm-hmm. But with tart cherry juice, you'll notice. So I tracked my sleep for a long time trying to do that, like figuring out, because I was on this fix my testosterone mission.
See, and I've had that issue too.
Yeah, and so, breathing is a huge part because of oxygen, because that's a precursor to everything oxygen is. And then sleep, obviously, is a precursor to hormones. Mm-hmm. And then, like your temperature, what you sleep in, the temperature, what mattress. There's so much. How dark the room is. There's all kind of stuff you can do.
It's crazy.
Zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D, I would say, are 3 things that people should be taking every day for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Have you ever done any research on the carnivore diet?
Mm-mm.
So we've done a podcast with a doctor. I'll send it to you. You should watch it. It's very interesting.
Really?
Because I think what you just talked about, the carnivore diet addresses most of those things you just talked about.
Really?
It's very interesting.
I'll have to. I did try being a vegan about 6 years ago.
How'd that go?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Really hard.
How'd you feel?
I felt less bloated and less. I've been trying to figure out my body for the last 7 years. And I went to, it was Red River Health and Wellness. I'd listened to an ad one time on the radio. I was talking about some of the things I was going through, and I was like, sounds like me. So I went in, did their blood tests and everything, and did the the elimination diet. Super hard. I mean, it was the hardest. I love food.
I did the same thing. 2012. I did the same exact thing. Yeah.
And I love food so much. I love going to restaurants. I love I love it for like the entertainment and like the camaraderie aspect. Like, and I just love, and in that same time period, I had a chiropractor that we did the kinesiology, the muscle testing. And he told me that I was allergic or intolerant to gluten. And I was like, nah. And during that time was when gluten free had kind of become like a fad thing. And I was like, you're no way, like no way. And so then it was a few months later, I heard that ad. I went in and we started talking, and he's like, yeah, you got to cut gluten, you got to cut sugar, you got to try to cut dairy, and just to like, and basically I think refined sugar is just in so much of all of that, and I think that's kind of the root of it, and obviously the way food is processed now, but I did that, and that led me to living vegan for it was probably 6 months, and it was super hard. I did feel in some aspects better. I was a lot skinnier, and I didn't love that, but I stopped after that. And I still
Did you get your blood done at all while you were vegan?
No, I didn't actually. I probably should have.
Yeah.
And now I can't say that I'm super conscious right now. The last couple of months I've been pretty bad with my diet. I need to fine tune it again.
Yeah.
But it's been a 7 or 8 year journey though of just trying to figure out different things with my body.
Crazy.
But that breath book last week I was like, man, if it's as simple as improving my breath.
Yeah.
And I know it's not going to cure everything, but if that alone will make a change, would be huge.
It's a great place to start. I think there's other things. Andrew Huberman talks a lot about this. Yeah. He's actually a Stanford PhD as well. He talks about the Jawser size. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's like a little thing you wear around your neck and you can chew on it. But there's also this really hard gum that you can chew.
Oh, really?
And
or just get Invisalign like I've got right now, and you just got to make sure they're always tight. That's another way to do it.
So you're always chewing on it?
I'm always chewing on it.
Yeah, I think naturally I've always done that from boxing.
Yeah.
Just always clenching my jaw. Yeah.